Hey, random people out there on the internet. It's the Mustang Ridge Wood Bandit. And I'm still working on my bench. So, if you saw my last video, I actually got my T-track installed up and down the bench. So, kind of happy about that. I can put, different things in here to use for stops and fences and whatnot. But this is MDF and it's still not coated with anything. So I'm going to try something I saw on the internet. I'm going to try using some Tung Oil and some foam brushes and see if I can make something happen here. Before I do that though, I'm going to need to go ahead and tape down my tracks here because I don't want to get that Tung Oil inside the track and I get a little gummy. So we're going to do that and then we'll be back and we'll see how that's going to work out. Be right back. All right, we got our T-track taped off so we don't get the oil in there. And from what I see is we pour a little on, we spread it around, we pour a little more on, we spread it around, so on and so forth till we get it done. So, no time like the present. We're just going to pour a little bit of this oil on there. And take and start spreading it around. Yeah, this is really soaking up that oil, I can tell. And it's really dry and humid today. Or I should say it's hot and humid today, so this is probably going to dry a lot quicker than I'd like for it to. But we're going to do our best with it. I think this will work a little better after my brush has been saturated. You always want to do this in a pretty well ventilated place. This stuff has some real odor to it. It's probably not real good to breathe a lot of it. The thing about MDF also is that it's very porous and soaks stuff up. Typically, if you spill water or something on MDF, it'll blister, which is one of the reasons that I'm putting the coating on there, is because people have inadvertently set a cold drink down on my bench and created a blister. And it's starting to soak in awfully quick. And it'll take several coatings, I'm sure. But trying to get it spread before it starts drying in this heat is problematic at best. And I'm not getting a lot of uniformity in the color. But again, one thing about doing things like this, if you're working on shop furniture and stuff, it gives you an opportunity to experiment a little bit and try things that you wouldn't just jump right out there and do on, furniture pieces and things that have a little more, things that you want to look nicer. I mean, if I mess up my workbench, I'm not going to be overly concerned about it. It's not going to make me down and cry or anything. It's just, oh well. It's still a workbench. It's not going to make it work any worse. It just make it look a little bit different. And I'm okay with that. I mean, ultimately, the idea is just to protect it more than anything else. And from what I studied on the internet, study on the internet makes me a pro, right? No, anyway, what I saw on the internet, that is one of the best protective things for MDF is in fact Tung Oil. And we'll see how it works out for me. And I would remind all my viewers that I am a hobbyist and not a professional. So, you know, my advice is that you do your own research and try to figure out what you want to do in your situation. I used lacquer on my other one, which worked out okay, but it was such a pain to try to get it to spread evenly. And I kind of got disappointed with it. It looks like this is going to have kind of the same problem. Trying to get it on there as evenly as I can. It may end up, I don't have as much tung oil as I need. But we'll see. I got another can laying around. We'll pop that puppy open if we have to. Man, this MDF really soaks stuff up. I mean, it just soaks right into the material. I don't think I'll call it wood. I'll just call it material, because if you know, you know. MDF is basically just sawdust and glue. Not exactly what I'd call an even coating. They say to get it all on there and then wipe off the excess, but I gotta be honest, I don't think there's gonna be any excess. I think it's just all gonna soak in, and I'll have to do multiple passes on this to get it all in. I mean, I can actually see it soaking in. And being as warm as it is, that's another problem too, because it's drying out a lot quicker because it's so warm out today. We're having about 90 degrees out here today. Not the most ideal temperature. We're trying to put some kind of finish on. The brush starting to get saturated, which is kind of what I want. Will say one thing, it doesn't seem to be streaking quite the way that the lacquer did when I used it. I started out with it sanded down to 220, kind of hoping that's the best way to do it. That's what he said when I watched him do it on the internet. Well, you're watching the internet, so I guess you're not going to judge me too badly. Yeah, I'm going to go through a bunch of this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and we'll be back after a while to show you that first coat already finished, and we'll start working on a second coat. So we'll be back after a bit. All right, fellows and ladies, put the first coat on there, and man, this thing really sucks up that stuff. We used up a half can just on this one side, and then ended up opening another can to start doing the other side. We're going to do 2 or 3 coats depending on how much I actually have, but in between I'm going to go ahead and hit it with 220 grit sandpaper. Kind of take, because you know you can't feel this like I can, but there's some grit in here, and we'll have to take and sand it to get that grit out of there, because the tung oil will make the grit part of the wood if we don't. So I'll be doing that, and then we'll see if we can get another coat on here. Okay folks, so we got a second coat on there. It's starting to darken up a little bit. Hit it with 220 in between and tried to smooth it out a little bit. I got to hit it again between the next one, but we're going to run a little low on the tung oil. So for now, I think that this is about all I can show you, but all in all, not too bad. It's supposed to help protect it. You know, again, from what I said earlier in the video, the bigger issue is that somebody sets an ice cold soda or beer or something down on MDF and it's going to blister. This is supposed to help prevent that. So we'll find out at some point. But in the meantime, I appreciate everybody watching and whatnot. I hope you've enjoyed a little time with me today. Thanks to my cameraman Lewis. I appreciate him very much. And as always, be safe.